You're gonna hear a lot of birds. Good morning, Charlie here. It is 5:40 in the morning. I've been awake for an hour. It is 37 degrees. Mm, that will be changing soon, but I came outside because I'm pretty sure there's no one staying in any of the buildings that are around here right now. Cool. Yeah, okay, so just a little update about room and life and whatever. Walls are, moderately thin. Can kind of hear, not specifics of anyone's conversation, but can definitely hear when people are talking. And I'm kind of a heavy walker, so I've been trying to not stomp around, especially waking up at 4:44 in the morning, which was exactly when I woke up. My angel number people know that that's fun. But yeah, I woke up and everything internally, all my guides and just family internally were like, all right, go get your shower. I was like, but it's cold. I don't want to get out of, I've cocooned myself in my blanket. I don't want to go where it's cold, but I did. And the heat of the shower was very nice. I feel like I'm adapting very well to having an outbuilding for a shower and bathrooms, which was fun last night because when I'm nervous and I don't know what to do with myself, I just drink water, which meant that as I was trying to go to sleep, I had to pee 3 times. And then at 1 a.m., I had to pee again. And I counted the steps. It's 80 steps between my door and the bathroom. Not that that's a bad thing, but steps, there's downhill, there's traversing different textures on the ground. So you have to be a little bit mindful. But it's a new day. It's early. Breakfast isn't for like 2.5 hours. So I'm just sort of out here for the moment, enjoying the peace, and I'm gonna go write. I'm just gonna go get some writing done. And I have not learned my lesson because I've already filled up my water bottle. Yeah, I drank like 5 of those yesterday. It's actually pretty typical for me because I'm used to desk and bathroom like right next door. So a bit of a lifestyle change being here and having to adjust fluid intakes. I'll figure it out. It'll happen. Okay, well, I'm not going to take you around campus today. We've got orientation, but I will check in and just let you know how some of that has gone and if there's anything else really exciting about today. Like I said, this has been sort of daily for these lead-up days, but after this, I don't think it's going to be a daily vlog. And I'm definitely not going to be doing it where anybody else can hear me or see me, so your guess is as good as mine. All right, well, talk to you later today. Do I look like this has been the longest day? I don't know. It's been a good day, but my goodness. I have spent the last 2 years in my home where my husband was basically the only person I talked to on a regular basis. Now, every meal, lots of conversation, and even just in groups, lots of conversation. But I will say this, the orientation from today, it was genuinely just helpful, but also we went through a little bit of the standard stuff that you would get at orientation, but I really appreciate when a place kind of just does expect that I've at least read the materials they sent, which is more or less the vibe. Because what we got was, well, we got some history of the organization from one of the co-founders, Elizabeth Lesser, who's awesome, and everything that she talked about and sort of came out, it set a really, for me, a really important like foundation and floor, not just for like history of the organization, but just overall, this is how, I don't know like how to say, like this is how we present ourselves or this is how we show up. But I've been in a lot of spiritual spaces where a lot of things really feel very performative and they feel very, I don't want to say Instagrammable, but like, a little bit like that. And there's purposes for that, but I definitely wouldn't want to be in a place where that's the case. No, this was just a very grounded experience. And like after lunch, we came back and we had a sound bath with just all of these gongs. I'm taking a moment right now to kind of update a little bit just about what this first day has really been like, just to kind of share a little bit about the goings on. Should you find yourself interested in working at Omega and not knowing anything about what it's like to work at Omega. I obviously don't really know yet because I haven't exactly done the work yet. Being here is doing the work, I guess, but after this, I'm going to be going back to the same place where we're just going to be doing asana yoga, because he has a very, very robust, just everything that he does, but he is a founder of a yoga organization, studio. I don't know. I'm absolutely not saying it right, but it will be yoga, sound bath, Prince music. Come on. I am like, it's one of those, I'd hoped that places like this existed. I believed that they did. It's part of why I put myself on here. I was like, I know I'm just in a weird bubble where I haven't been exposed to the right people or concepts or language, you know? I've been a spiritual toddler. I don't, you know, and just like how I was actually raised, I don't have people who know like proper ways to help get that language in. Makes it sound like I wasn't a very verbose child. I was, but it was because of the preschool that I was at or the daycare that I was at, not because of the people in my house. And it's really cool just how many of us are here for the first time. About maybe half of the staff who are seasonal are here for the first time. I don't know how many others are, 150 maybe, something like that. So half first timers, half have been here, some since the 80s. I feel like that speaks to a lot of what this place really is. And every single person, and I anticipated this, but every single person I've talked to so far, and I know it will be a continuing trend, is the most fascinating person I've ever talked to. Which is, I know that sounds mean to like everybody I talked to before now, but I just mean so many folks who have done so many other short-term work experiences, kind of similar to this, but not at all. Folks who have been on spiritual journeys for a really long time, folks who are pretty new to it and don't have any of the language around most of it, folks who don't say just how deep and dark and dank their depression hole has been so much, but the way in which they talk, you just see yourself mirrored in it and you're like, you've been on the brink too, haven't you? Yeah, we're all in the right spot here. And Elizabeth even said, co-founder, that in the early days of creating this institute, it's 49 years old, you know, got created by young people who just kept doing the next thing that made the most sense to do. But that when they went to a marketing person, the two words that they learned were pain relief. Is effectively what a place like this is, what this place does. There is pain, relief is provided. It's not, you know, I wouldn't wager to say that everyone here is coming because they need relief from pain. I know that's why I'm here. I know that I'm here as a method of convalescing. I know that I'm here because of the need for physical health and just literal sense of community that I have not had in 2 years. Longer, honestly and obviously, but so anyway, that's just sort of it. My all over the place, like, confessional. I'm only on my first real day here, and participants aren't even here yet. Tomorrow, I will venture into the laundry hut. And I don't start training for guest services work until the day after tomorrow, so I will just be wandering the campus. I believe I'll be taking you on the hiking trails. Afterwards, I will be probably pulling so many ticks off of me. I will be, thising the whole area. Maybe a little bit. I'm grateful to be here. And I sincerely hope that anything that comes across on here, especially if it does end up being any level of criticism, because I'm human, and yeah, I don't love having to go down and out 4 times last night. 4 times! I got in bed and I had to pee. I had to get up and go there. And yeah, I miss an ensuite. But that's just because I've never been camping before. I don't have a lot of experience living so in nature. And isn't that sad? It is. Let me tell you, I will be getting over my, not fear of ticks, but my just level of... Ticks make me angry the same way that technology not working makes me angry. In fact, I'm pretty sure finding a tick on me is worse. I can go from 0 to full out rage dragon monster if I find a tick on me. Just the how dare you energy of it all. I'm in a very tick. I know. I even say it. I'm just like, let me just check myself. It's cool. You just give your body a once over every night, and if you find something, you pull it off, and you hope that you don't catch Lyme or the thing that makes you allergic to meat. But hey, vegan anyway. And I'm allergic to nightshade. Do you know how much worse that is? Do you know how much food is served that has nightshade in it? I keep trying my plate every single time. I've tried to put stuff on, and it's delicious, but a lot of it has peppers or tomatoes in it. And I take a few bites and my body's like, all right, you need to stop. And I'm like, but it's like, yeah, stop taking so much. I'm like, fine. I gotta figure it out. It's fine. Tonight, what part of my dinner was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, sort of. But hey, I'm coded as like toddler. Kind of makes sense. No one's policing my food here. And if they do, I will simply say, yeah, I'm allergic to a lot of the stuff that's here. Now I'm just rambling. What's the main message of what I want to share? Oh, just that I enjoyed what orientation was. I enjoyed how it was set up. I enjoyed that we went into a room that was packed full of people, and yet they thought enough to put like significant space between chairs. Do you know how many people just don't fucking do that? They didn't have them in lines. They had them in shapes that allowed for more space. What a concept! I don't know, just little stuff like that, It's enough for me to just be like, y'all understand central nervous systems. What a concept! A place where the people who set things up understand central nervous systems and regulation of them. Wow! That's the reason I sit on the end of things. 1, easy bathroom access. And 2, so that I can always scooch my chair away more, because let me tell you, sitting in that room, hearing the sort of boundaries that were sort of being set, but said lovingly, as sort of like, here's what we do with this, and this, and that, and here's what this. There were energetic boundaries being placed. And my central nervous system was popping off. I kept asking, I was like, what's happening now? And they're like, don't worry about it. It's just, you can feel how everything is landing for people around you. Because we do. That's why it's so helpful to be in a place with so many trees, because trees act as just central nervous system dampeners, you know? It's cool. I've asked my guides, and they've more or less told me that this is my hospital. Like, I've needed one, actually. Ever since we died in 2024, I've needed one. It's why I've been getting sick over and over again with COVID or the flu. It's why I've had multi-day trance channel states. Those have all existed kind of just to keep everything running and get the downloads in that need to get in. And sometimes my central nervous system is still just sort of fried. Yeah. This is my hospital. This is what I've needed since April of 2024. And it took until May of 2026 to get here. And I never could have afforded to just stay here as a participant. And honestly, I wouldn't have liked that anyway. I like being of service. I like being useful. I like being helpful. I like the little gold star I get from people who are like, aren't you just so lovely? Thank you. It's a little energetic gold star. I like my gold stars. Preschool coded. Yeah. Also, and I'm not just saying this, but in the past week, 3 different people have been like, you're 39? What? I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Yes, the colors do make me look younger. They do. But also, which, I mean, like, considering, trust me, y'all, you're going to see it more and more, because it happened the last time that we lost a lot of weight. This is going to be dangling, and it's going to get, like, it's going to, like, you can't really see it, but weight loss is going to be happening here. I'm eating much healthier foods. My whole system already has delightful things to say about it. Sorry, what came to mind was like you know, the brass section of a symphony. That's how you know. That's how you know you're doing right. When everything down here is a brass symphony, you're doing the right thing. When everything here is not playing music and is just trying to choke you, you're not. Body signals. Do I listen to them all the time? No, obviously. But I'm in hospital now, because this is hospital for someone like me. And for someone like many of the others who I think are here too, and who come here for workshops. And I'm sure who also come here to teach. Also, I get to look at trees again out my window. No offense to the apartment and the like above the trees thing, but like, you know, I'm not a bird. I'm more of a frog. It's nice to be at frog level, kind of. I'm like frog who hangs out on like your porch railing. That's kind of me, you know. I do best in humidity. Trees surrounding and covering me are my happy place. The sun completely makes me go. I don't know if that's frogs or not. I just assume. All right. I feel like I have overshared enough, and I have a sound bath, Asana Prince situation to get to. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I have no idea how many more of these will come out or when they'll come out. So enjoy, and I hope whatever adventure you're setting out on is equally as spontaneous breathy as this place is for me. So thank you for watching. I love you. We will wait. Okay, sorry. Wait. Whoop. Southern goodbyes. I forgot before we go. I did want to check in and just see if anyone else had anything they wanted to say.
Okay, so Scout, it's Scout. Hi. I don't talk to anybody yet, but one, the cars are on the window. They're on the window, and this is our other car, and they're on the window. But earlier, Charlie did a thing where she read something because Elizabeth had it had us do a prompt, and we wrote stuff, and then Charlie said it, and then she did a joke at the end, and everybody laughed. So we got our first stand-up laugh because we're gonna launch our stand-up career here. Because Taylor Tomlinson, she started her stand-up career in churches, and this isn't a church, but there are open mic nights, and there's Charlie's gonna do jokes, but she has to write them first. But she's kind of started already a little bit in here, but she hasn't written them down yet, and she maybe isn't gonna do it the first open mic night, but we're gonna try. And later there was another thing where we were all in a group, and they were trying to get the first year people to say something, and nobody was saying anything, and the person who was leading it said somebody who hasn't spoken yet, but then nobody said anything, and then Ilara was like, grab. And so Ilara talked. So nobody else knows that it was that it wasn't Charlie, but we still did what the leader person said, because it wasn't Charlie, it was Ilara. She said the second part because Ilara doesn't talk a lot. But yeah, so we still, but we're not gonna do that a lot. Because Charlie likes to stay quiet. We just wanted her to talk. But okay. Bye.
Laura, do you want to chime in? I'm just saying. Nobody else was saying anything. Scout had a good idea. I used it, so it's technically the both of us. Technically the both of us. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm good. Gaia. There's not much I need to say. We're here for a reason. All of us. And all of us. Cryptic. She comes in all like proper. I'm Gaia. I will mock you as much as I want to. I will. You come in, you say a thing, and then you just peace out. All y'all do. Everybody just does. They just peace out. This is my thing. That's what they're... This is my thing. It is. Art, did you want to say anything? Okay. If you're keeping count, there are 5 of us. And then body kind of has its own autonomous capacities as well. You could argue 6, but we classify body as a collective because it's basically higher self plus all the channeling plus all the blah, 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 blah. Like we'll just call us 5. It makes things easier. It's a good number, right? Okay. Still haven't come out as a collective to anybody. Did come out as an Akashic record reader, etc., and offered services, which is the case. Anyone on staff who wants an Akashic record reading, I ain't charging them. It's gonna be like, sure, when do you want it? Or let's do it now, or let's whatever. Or here's your 20-minute one. I don't know. Whatever comes, comes. And whatever doesn't, doesn't. I don't want to take business from anybody in the wellness center. But yeah, especially for people who are like curious. Why not get an Akashic record reading from your friendly neighborhood channelers? I'm really excited to go have some Prince sound bath asana yoga. Seriously, thank you for watching. I love you so much. We'll talk soon. Okay, bye.
Sorry,
Hi, me again. Look, I know, Southern goodbyes and whatever, and plenty of people have clicked away, which is great, because I just want you to appreciate how I'm dressed. Like, have you seen my shoelaces? Have you seen them? Yeah. And I even have to tie them weird, because they're not long enough for me to do the little loop-de-doops. Yeah. I tie my shoelaces like they're a balloon, because that's all I have in laces, because I thought the laces were cute. And I was okay with the fact that they're not long enough. But y'all, I have never felt more like me than I do in this outfit, okay? Guster shirt, rainbow outerwear, comfy pants that, yes, are a bit of a visual clusterfuck. You know, it's been jeans, t-shirt, and hoodie for like, you know, decades. This is who I am now. This is who we are now. I like it. All right, anyway, that's it. Just showing you how proud I am that this is how I put an outfit together. All right, well, now I'm actually gonna go do yoga. Okay, for real, bye, I love you. Thank you so much for sticking around.